Yeah, we did it, and the look on mine and my husband's face and my daughter are absolutely my favorite moment from last night. So, most of you realize this, but I was running for the House of Delegates here in the 71st District of Virginia. And last night, Virginia had some big wins, and I am grateful to say that I was one of those wins. I definitely found my 667 votes from 2023 and then some. And last night around 10 o'clock, I got the call from Speaker Scott saying, "Welcome to the House of Delegates. See you on Sunday." So it's real. It's real. And last night I was so honored to have so many important people in the room that were a part of this journey. But I just want to thank them here because I want it to be living on the internet forever. Thank you to my campaign manager, Jenna from Jersey. Thank you to my deputy campaign manager and now legislative aide going with me to Richmond, who has been with me since day one in 2023, Rebecca, my finance director, Allison, who also has been with me since 2023, my political director, Dylan, who joined us this year and has just been an amazing organizer for this team and for me, sending me to all the doors. A huge, huge shout out to our regional organizer, Reed, for just stepping up and loving me and believing in me in KPA and just doing everything he can to get us across the finish line. To our amazing coordinated organizers, Tyler, Cole, and Aaron, who have just done a phenomenal job of organizing volunteers and interns and just doing the work. William and Mary, oh my God, you students are the life breath of this campaign. The interns, the volunteers, and a special, special shout out to Grace and Holly. The two of you have been on the ground knocking thousands of doors and just doing everything in your power to help me get elected since this summer. And I couldn't be more grateful to know you and have gotten to know you and consider you all family. The historic Triangle Dems, who have always, always stepped up to elect Democrats, and did they have a huge reason to celebrate last night, led by Chair Jen Tierney, who has been such a great shoulder to lean on in some of the toughest days during this particular campaign. Christine Payne, who is the co chair and who is a badass advocate and someone I am so grateful to know and call a friend, and who also was the star of one of my most popular commercials. And then, of course, Mike Hatfield, who led the charge with the New Kent Democrats over the last year and a half and has just grown that base and that support system. And we saw the difference maker this year when I gained some ground in New Kent and now get to represent them as their first ever Democrat. Of course, every volunteer, all of my friends, everyone that gave up their time and their energy to be on the doors, to make phone calls, to send texts, to write postcards, to just believe in me and just make my journey a part of your journey. And then, last but certainly not least, my family, my husband, Dave, has been the partner that I couldn't have asked for. Stood by me this last 3 years in every decision I've made, been the ear for me to vent to, the shoulder for me to cry on, the driver, my photographer, the man roaming around the rooms in community and local events and making sure I'm drinking water and I'm eating food and just falling asleep on the couch next to me after a lot of long days. And I am so grateful to call you my partner in life. My three amazing daughters who have been so supportive and have sacrificed so much for me to do this. And I hope that I am doing them proud and giving them someone to look up to, knowing that no matter what, we can do hard things and we can succeed. And last night, we succeeded. I also just want to say thank you to the amazing firms that joined me this election cycle. A lot of people know that I was a skeleton crew of few, and we did some good work and we made some huge moves with moving the needle. But this go around, the infrastructure and the support from the caucus and all of these amazing nonprofits and C4 groups like Unite Here that was in the room last night and was there to share in our joy and celebration. Danny with DK Solutions, Tia and Alex with BZD, the Clarity Group, Alan doing all of the research for us, Emily doing all of the stuff with our digital, and just, oh my gosh, there's like just so many people that saw my vision and brought it to life and let me stay true to myself no matter how we were putting ourselves out there, whether it was mail, whether it was digital, whether it was TV. Thank you for that. And thank you to my WJCC family. Working in the school system for 8 years has been just a joy, and I'm excited to continue to do that and be the new delegate elect and soon to be delegate working in the front office of one of our elementary schools. I think that is just such an amazing thing. I have not received a phone call from my opponent, and that's fine. But what I will say is, I'm super proud of the campaign I ran. I know that it got ugly and in the weeds at times, and I always tried to make sure that I rose above that, whether it was a conversation back and forth with some random person or a constituent on Nextdoor or Facebook or Instagram, whether it was combating the negative ads trying to paint me as an unserious candidate because I chose to make fun of things and make light of life and laugh at myself. Somehow I didn't qualify. And regardless, the 71st District said I absolutely was qualified to serve in this role, and I get to do that come January in Richmond. And I just want to say thank you, because not only did we flip a very historically red district, but we unseated a 6 year, 3 term Republican leadership incumbent. That's huge. We flipped 13 seats. 13 seats. We have 64 out of 100 seats held by Democrats after elections last night, and flipped all 3 statewide. And we have the first female governor. If you want to talk about a mandate, last night was a mandate from here to California. And we have a lot of work to do, because after last night's wins, I'm going to tell you right now, this administration is going to be angry, and they are going to try like hell to retaliate. And this is the time to say, we won today, and we're going to keep winning every day moving forward. So thank you. Thank you for the overwhelming support in my community and online. Thank you for the countless videos I woke up to this morning from all of my friends across the TikTok world and Instagram. Thank you for calling me last night, Jolly and Matt, celebrating me on the other side of Virginia. Thank you. Thank you for coming on this journey for me, with me over the last 3 years, and getting to say, we did it. And now we get to do the work. So I love you all. And onward and upward.